G'day folks, Cortezarino here. I'm standing at the front of my new shop. Finally got him built. It looks like a bit of a medieval style, but I didn't think that would matter too much because in this shopping district there are a few medieval type houses over there. It's kind of like a dojo a little bit, a kind of Japanesey style, which I guess suits it because it's a weapons, armour and tools shop, so looking like a dojo is not too bad. Just put a little bit of minimal detail around the place, haven't gone too crazy. Now, building this was a bit funny because I suck at the blank canvas. So when I went to build this, I really didn't know what I was going to do. So what I like to do is to put in one feature and then build the entire thing around that feature. For instance, I had a build in my Xbox world where I had a huge ceiling that I had to detail and I had no idea what to do. So I went and put a big silhouette of a wither in the ceiling and then just put all the detail around that. And sometimes that makes the build pretty difficult, but it gives me something to start with, a starting point, and just gets the ball rolling. And that's what I've done here. So you can't actually see my starting point. It's on the inside, but it determined the shape of this place. And we'll go inside and I'll show you what I mean. So here we are, these 4 eagle statues. The entire house is built around these. So these were the first things I put in, and it's not the first time I've built these. I had them, 4 of these guys standing back to back on top of my castle in my Xbox world. One day I might do a world tour of that, but yeah, so the entire house is built around this. So you see, this is why the place is shaped the way it is. And originally I didn't have any lights up the top there, and I was a bit worried about mobs spawning, so I wandered back to my base and to collect all these sea lanterns. And when I got back, I just moseyed on through the door, and 3 zombies and a skeleton jumped down on my head. I was so lucky it wasn't a creeper because I had all my stuff in here. That could have been pretty bad. I think I'm pretty good at building chandeliers. But since the change with the glass, if you just put a single piece now, it's just a straight kind of bar. I wasn't sure if I'd be able to, how to build a chandelier because I hadn't done any since that change came in. So this one I've used 2 layers of glass, and that way I can get it to do some funny and interesting things. But yeah, I think that turned out all right. So I'll show you what I've got here in the shop, and it's a little bit pricey, but I figured the mending books are 32 diamonds across the road. So I've selling these as diamond blocks, so 4 diamond blocks for one of these, so that's what, 36 diamonds. And I've also made them a little bit pricey because it takes so long to build all this stuff. I really don't want to be selling too much because then I've got to go and replace it. I don't mind that it's raining at the moment because it's raining outside my house in real life right now. So if you hear the rain, you'll just think it's Minecraft rain. So first of all, I've got disposable armor. The price of 4 diamond blocks buys a 6-piece set. So for instance, if I go looking in the end for elytra wings, I'm not taking my diamond gear in case I fall off the edge. So this is all protection 4, iron armor, and sharpness 5 sword, efficiency 5 pickaxe. So if you die and lose that, it's no big deal. And I've got one here for the nether, so that's all fire protection with a smite 5 sword. And another reason I chose to build this is when I'm looking for enchantments, like often you have just like wooden shovels or something that you're enchanting and throwing away just to unlock more enchantments. Well, I'd just have an inventory full of this stuff so I can enchant these while I'm looking for better enchantments for my diamond gear. I've got notch bows. This is just a perfect bow, but I've decided I'm going to call them notch bows. I think that's a good name. So power 5, flame, punch 2, unbreaking 3, infinity and mending, and all 3 are like that. And then the fly bow, that's just the punch 2, unbreaking 3, infinity mending. these are actually harder to make than these ones, because these ones I can just enchant a bunch of bows and combine them. Whereas these ones, if you're enchanting bows, it's pretty rare you get one without power. So I have to make these from scratch with my enchanted books. So we go around to the next one, 5 diamonds. So breastplate, I don't think I'll sell many of these because everyone's using elytra. The pants I might though, because I got thorns on these. And just depth strider boots, because depth strider is pretty easy enchantment to get. And then efficiency 5 silk touch axe, efficiency 5 silk touch shovel. I don't see the point in having fortune ones of these, but silk touch is alright. Next one, 6 diamond blocks. Perfect helmet. Yep, that's a goodie. And your fortune 3 and efficiency 5 silk touch pickaxe. And then the real expensive ones, 7 diamond blocks. So that's what, 63 diamonds. You got your perfect sharpness 5, your perfect smite 5. And these have everything, fire aspects, looting 3, knockback 2, like they're great. And the king of all boots, I didn't realise, but you can put your Frostwalker 2 and Feather Falling on the same boot. That's brilliant. I'm wearing a pair of them right now, so this stuff's actually better than my own gear, because I haven't got thorns on my pants because I don't have a thorns villager yet, so I just had to search for enchantments to get that. And I don't have a flybow. My only flybow is here. So that's about it for the shop, and I think I looked everywhere, didn't I? It doesn't look like anyone's had a visit yet to buy anything. No. So let's check these. No, so no one's been here yet. It's only been up for a day, and I dare say most people have all their gear, except they probably need mending on a few items. But like I said, I like to have backup gear so I can just come here. Although I'm sure I'll have a wither fight and die, and I'll rush back here, and someone would have bought all my stuff. So it's coming on night time. I'm going to have a little nap, and then we're going to stop by the post office because I have a little errand to run. Now, I mentioned in the last episode that Lurgan had stepped in and given me a whole bunch of redstone so I could finish the Space Invaders game. Also, a little while after that, BC, well, I'm pretty sure it was BC, left a whole bunch of redstone in a chest at my base. He's been banished now, so I don't know when he's going to be back. The president kicked him out, so I've still got a present for him, so maybe if he comes back some stage, he can collect that. Now, which is his head? This is BC. Okay. Oh, he's already got diamond blocks here. So I've got this for him. It's a shop voucher for my new shop. So 4 diamond block voucher for Cortezarino's weapons, armour and tools shop. Thanks for the redstone. So, if he wants to buy one of the really good things, he can just drop off 3 diamond blocks plus the voucher and collect himself maybe that good pair of boots or something like that. Pretty sure that's BC. That's got to be BC. No, that's Motbot. All these guys with sunglasses on. Which is BC? That's BC. Yeah, that's definitely BC. I nearly gave Motbot a free book. He'd be like, what redstone? And Lurgan, where are you? That's Lurgan? Yes, that's definitely Lurgan. They don't need my voucher. They've already got diamond blocks everywhere. There you go, another shop voucher for you. And, alright, I think we're done here. So we're back at the house now. It's about time I did something with this area. Now, I usually don't like to do a building project like my shop and then go straight into another building project. I like to kind of mix it up, like a redstone to building and then back to redstone. So I really feel like doing look at my Frostwalker. I really feel like doing redstone right now, but you know, I can't leave this place looking like this. Like, if it was my single player world, I probably would. Like you'd notice in that one, my base is still just a door in the side of the hill, and yet I've got all these great builds all around it. But yeah, I think I need to do a bit of detail, and I won't go too nuts because the road is to my house isn't in yet. I don't really know where things are going to connect and stuff, so I might do a bit of a mock-up of where that bridge is going to connect, and then I'll make all this my front yard. And the other project that I have to get started on, which we will probably complete in this episode, down we go. This room here, it's a very small farm, but that was the idea, because once I've got all the villager trades I need, I don't really want the lag of a huge farm like slowing things down, so just made it nice and small. This bit, the string and zombie flesh. Why would I have a huge section for that? Well, remember a couple of episodes ago I said there was a double spawner? Here it is, and this place is a mess. I've got to clean it up, but finally got an AFK fisher in, which I don't really use that much. But here's a zombie spawner, and it's I'm not after XP here. I'm just looking for their drops. So I'm using my cactus technique that I use quite a bit, and that all flows down to that item elevator that I have all my pumpkins and sugarcane going to. And on this side is a cave spider spawner. Now I've got a drowning trap here, and I love this drowning trap. It's I guess he invented it, but I got it from a video by a guy called Let's Play Willy, and I'll link it in the description. And I didn't really think that it would work, because I've never tried to drown spiders before. I just would have thought they'd swim off, but it works great. Like I'm so happy with this thing. I did change the design a little bit, but just because I wanted the spawning room to be larger than his, so it sort of affected the way the water flows. But I can really recommend this drowning trap. It works great. I'm having no problems with it, and because of the way I've changed the way the water flows, if you are doing his following his tutorial but you want a larger spawning room, I've just got a couple of half slabs down there just to control where the water is, and if you do his tutorial, you'll probably understand where I've put those half slabs. So I have got to clean this room up as well, and I've also, I might change the design of this AFK fisher. You see, I've already broken the redstone here, because I don't need this thing constantly firing fishing rods at me, because I've got a mending fishing rod now. I need to get one without lure on it, just luck of the sea, but yeah, this thing doesn't break while using it, so I don't need this whole thing here. So yeah, I'll probably knock out a bit of the redstone there. Anyway, that's it, guys. I am going to knuckle down and do a little bit more building, and we'll check back in a little bit later. Alrighty, so work has been done. It's a couple of days later now. My thought of doing a brief mock-up of where the road would go, I got a bit carried away. I haven't actually made it a bridge yet. I was going to put some pylons in and make it look realistic, but this used to be where the road finished, and this looks suspiciously like building materials for a suspension bridge. So I don't know what someone was planning here, but I figured the road would remain the same anyway, no matter what sort of bridge they put in. So I put that in, and I'm guessing I'll talk to BC and find out what's going on here. Someone may want to build a huge, I don't know, Sydney Harbour style bridge over to Cortez Reno's house. You know, I'm pretty important. So yeah, that could be a possibility. You know, if you'd asked me, you know, a few days ago, what's your least favourite block in Minecraft? I know people get asked this a bit, like, what's your favourite block and what's your least favourite block? Well, my favourite block is sandstone. And it not like the entire block, just the top surface of it. So using it for flooring. That's my favourite block. That's the best thing in the game. I don't care what anyone says. Well, if they said the path block, then they might have a case, but otherwise sandstone's my favourite block. If you'd ask me what my least favourite is, I would say birchwood. This horrid looking dairy cow thing. The only time it looks good in anything is when it's a tree. And I have to say, I don't think it's my least favourite block anymore, because I love the look of these birchwood trees. I've never tried making a custom tree out of birchwood, but yeah, I think these look great. So you see, I've got a couple over there because that was probably my least favourite view of the house. Like, and then the house looks alright, but that angle didn't look real flash. So I've put some trees there to cover that up. So as you approach the house, you get a nice little view of it here. And then this is another strategic tree because it's good just to cover it up for a second, so you get another reveal as you come around this angle. And because I've got a little driveway going in here, I put in a little carport, and I'm so glad I decided to use the sandstone here. I love it, and it's going so well with the house. I had this moment of genius to use sandstone for a driveway when I was over at Addictive G's house stealing all her ideas. So the pool isn't much good with my boots on. Can't go for a swim, but yeah, I've started putting a few things out here. It still needs a bit more work. And got some lights under the bushes here, so my house is not quite as dangerous as it used to be. So there's still more work to do, but at least the place is looking presentable now. And the other thing I did on the exterior, apart from a few flowers, put in a little pathway here, and my private beach wasn't quite big enough, so I've expanded that. Yeah, it's huge now. I've got 2 beaches. It's awesome. Alright, we'll hop inside and I'll show you those rooms. So I don't think I ever properly explained what this room down here was. This is just a bulk storage area for all my farms. So if I'm here trading with the villagers and I run out of pumpkins or something, I can just pop down here and grab some extras. So done a bit with the room, just random stuff. You know, when you're decorating rooms, I'm an okay builder, but it's not that I know what to do and I place the blocks and I go, yeah, I'm done. Like just this little section here, this is probably like the 8th attempt I made at doing this. Like, I'll put something up and I'll go, oh, it doesn't look right, and I'll tear it down and I'll change things around. So when you're building, just be prepared to do that. Like, spend an hour on a wall just until you get it the way you like it. Okay, whoa, there goes the farm. There's a little bit of loss, but that's okay. All right, and so down to the what are they called? The spawners. I used to have a little walkway through here, but I've got it down here now. There's a nice little staircase, and I've started introducing some new colours. So I've got the red hardened clay here, and a lot of stone bricks, because even though it doesn't match the theme I've been going with, it was getting a bit tired. So I want to slowly start introducing some new materials as we get further down into the bowels of the base. And I've changed the layout of this auto fisher a little bit. So got my fishing rod sitting in there, but no need for the hopper and everything now. So I've just rewired the whole thing. Anyway, that is about it. Oh, I've left this here because there is a massive cave system. Like, if I were to knock out these stairs, there are some huge caves down there. So I thought, they're ready-made rooms, so I might have another stairway going down here and eventually build something in all those caves. Maybe a big tree farm. Like, I haven't got ready access to a skeleton spawner, so like in my single player world, I was spoiled with all the bone meal. I could just plant a tree, bone meal it, and no need for a tree farm. But I don't like. There's one a long way away, but I couldn't even figure out where the bones were going. So I want to build a tree farm. It won't be soon; it'll be later. But I don't know if I want to build it in the huge cave system underneath my base, or if I should make my own skyscraper, like for everyone to go in. So you plant the trees when you leave, and next person comes along and can go in the skyscraper and yeah, do some chopping. So I don't know. But anyway, guys, we will leave it there for today. I am going to go chill on the beach, and I will see you later.